So, ladies and gentlemen, Tennessee, in its endless endeavor to be the absolute worst fucking place in America, took action. Okay? Took some serious fucking action. That action revolved around stopping all vaccination campaigns for minors. Like, absolutely the worst. Just think about how bad some of these states are. Tennessee opened its doors to Ben Shabibo, and things have not been the same.
Evening, a political play or sound scientific advice?
A stunning new development tonight in the political tug of war over COVID-19 vaccinations in Tennessee. An email obtained by News Channel 5 Investigates reveals that Governor Bill Lee's administration told health officials not to do anything to promote immunizations of any kind as kids prepare to return to school. Dr. Michelle Fiscus, who was the head of Tennessee's vaccine program, emailed, August is National Immunization Awareness Month, and we would typically do a new release, a governor's proclamation, and communications out to local health departments and partners. She added, please let me know if we'll be permitted to acknowledge the occasion. The health department's medical director replied, per the commissioner, no outreach at all. On Monday, that top vaccine official was fired. Dr. Michelle Fiscus says it was for political reasons. News Channel 5's Kyle Horan met with the woman today at her home to give us an in-depth look at the situation.
She says it's all because of information she provided having to do with something called the mature minor doctrine.
By talking with her, you can tell.
Oh my God, that is so loud.
Dr. Fiscus is still trying to come to terms with her termination.
The immunization job I absolutely love. It's the perfect job for me. I'm a pediatrician. Vaccines are in our DNA.
Doctors are liars. Why'd you become a doctor? Pediatrician sounds a lot like pedo to me. Why'd you want to be a doctor of children?
From Scotland. Independence.
Huh?
Let's go.
You wanted to be a child doctor? You could not be a adult doctor? Folks, I'm telling you right now.
Swag.
I'm telling you right now. Only children should be allowed to be doctors for other children. Okay? Going forward,
helped me out,
no adult doctors allowed for children. Only other children.
You look
okay?
So far.
Doesn't matter. It's like my cousin, who's very hot, mind you. I mean, she takes good care of the kids, and she's a child. Why not? She could be a doctor, you know? All right, let's keep going.
Hey.
But she says her focus on vaccines, which is in her job title, is what got her fired.
The legislature took up this issue with the mature minor doctrine, and they all decided that the way to resolve that was to fire me from my position.
Here's what Dr. Fiscus thinks started it all. Back in May, when the demand for vaccines dropped, she says she was getting questions about what a provider should do if someone as young as 14 came in asking for a vaccine.
What I did was put out a memo with factual information, information about where the guidelines are around vaccinating minors or providing medical care to minors without parental consent. That has been in Tennessee case law since 1987.
She provided the mature minor doctrine, case law that states a physician can treat someone as young as 14 as long as they believe the child is mature enough. Then, this happened in the Government Ops Committee.
It's very disconcerting to see the letter or memo from Dr. Fiscus, stating that Tennessee law allows the Department of Health to give vaccinations to children 14 years of age.
That's Republican Senator Janice Bowling. She says the doctrine is not code and not law. But Dr. Fiscus says the rule is clear.
The firing of me doesn't change the case law in Tennessee. It doesn't, kids that are 14 and older can still go get vaccinated today.
Tennessee, in a very weird way, is one of the few like southern states where the age of consent is literally 18, like straight up. So it's actually surprising that they would that they would even allow something like this where minors who have like maturity, who exhibit maturity, would be able to consent to medical procedures. But as we've talked about before, like, the difference is the statutory rape law is literally violated in the state of Tennessee whenever a person has consensual sexual intercourse with an individual under the age of 18. Like, no Romeo. Actually, that's not true. There's a close age exemption that allows teens from 13 to 18 to consent to partners less than 4 years older. I guess they do have Romeo and Juliet laws. Romeo-Juliet laws. Why do you know this?
2-month sub.
Because I'm a political commentator. And, you know, consent, unfortunately, in America is a political subject.
Brexit from Euros has Sag.
Is there something suspicious about knowing the law?
Just like they could get vaccinated yesterday. They wanted to make this a giant issue.
She says she is a victim of politics. In a state with already some of the lowest vaccination rates, she believes some are choosing their aspirations in politics over their duty to public health. She mentioned both Governor Bill Lee and Dr. Lisa Piercy, the commissioner for the Department of Health. Is the vaccine safe for children?
As far as we understand, the vaccine is safe for children ages 12 and older. It is certainly safer than contracting COVID-19.
She's not sure what's next for her, but doesn't think it will be in Tennessee. Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Kyle. The governor's office declined to comment. They said it is a personnel matter, but you can read reaction to Dr. Fiscus's firing and the state's vaccine policy on newschannel5.com.
It's always guys like that that actually know the law themselves and is a weird deflection. Guys like what? Is Chad actually making an argument about me knowing like age of consent laws in specific states? Being somehow sus? I mean, I know fucking murder laws and shit too. Am I a murderer? I know abortion laws in states as well. Anyway, so yeah, Tennessee's top vaccine official was fired as a punishment for doing her job in the face of political pushback. This is not the first, nor will it probably be the last instance of a medical professional getting fired from their job.